Allah says, I have not created mankind or jinnkind except so that they worship me. And this is in the temporary life, which the hadith describes as an average of between 60 and 70 years. So just for 60, 70 years, you will have to worship Allah, and so will I. And in return, what will He give us? He gives us a paradise, the door of which, from one side to the other, will be a distance calculated not in kilometers, but in years. It will take a person 40 years of Jannah to walk from one side of the door to the other. And Allah is saying, subhanallah, you've only got 70 years max, approximate, we're saying here, in this world, and that too is such that it's calculated with these minutes that move so fast. There was a time, and this is a miracle of the Quran, when Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was asked, what is the distance between a certain place and another place of the Akhira? He replied, so many years. People looked at him. Distance is not measured in years, it's measured in, nowadays we would say centimeters, meters, inches, kilometers, miles, whatever you have. That's, you say, for example, 2,000 miles, a million miles. Why would he say so many years? But people jotted it down. When he said that the scent of paradise can be smelt from 50 years away. Allahu Akbar. This is mentioned in many ahadith. The smell of it, 50 years away. Certain crimes are such, according to the Sharia, that when someone engages in those crimes, they are told you will not be able to smell the scent of paradise, although its scent can be smelled from 50 years distance away. It means you're not even going to come close. May Allah not make us from those. Like pride, arrogance. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from such crimes. So, when it was described, when distance was described in years, there came a time now recently, a few decades ago, when they tried to calculate the distance of the stars. And they said, if a person, or if at the speed of light, which is extremely quick, if a person had to move at such a speed, not for an hour, but not even for a day or a week, for one whole year, speed of light, one whole year, we will call that 1 light year. 1 light year. Look at the word year. It came back now. New technology telling us calculated through years. The closest star that we have here is 4.5 light years away. Did you know that? Subhanallah. The closest star to us is 4.5 light years away, which means at the speed of light, if you were to move not for a minute or two, for 4.5 years, you'd come to the first star. So much so that when we look up, we are seeing a reflection of the light that is actually perhaps of a star that might have already been extinguished 4.5 years ago, and we're still seeing the light because it takes that light 4.5 years to come to us. That's how weak man is. We are so small and so insignificant. And Allah says, we will give you a paradise. If you do what? If you worship us. And we have made worship easy for you, O man. You know the verses I read a few moments ago? Allah says, Allah is not asking you for sustenance. He is the provider. He is the one who gives. He will give without hisab, without a measure, no measure. Take. What do you want? Say it, it's yours. Imagine, you're just thinking and next thing it's yours. I was traveling here in the city and we saw a gold mine, a huge gold mine. I don't know if it's operational at the moment, but these mountains, and you move for about half a kilometer and it's a gold mine. And then you think to yourself, imagine if I were to move for 40 years in a car and that was still to be my gold mine. People would say, oh, you're the richest man in the world. Not 40 years by car, but that speed, top speed. And the years are calculated, multiplied. One day with Allah is equivalent to 1,000 years from that which you count in this world. So if I were to say 40 years, it's actually 40,000 of our years. Now one might ask a question that why in the Quran is the term 50,000 years used in one place? No contradiction. 50,000 is describing the day of judgment. But after that in the Akhira, it is 1,000 years. So one day is equivalent to 1,000 years. So in fact, not 40,000. If it's 40 years, each day in those years is multiplied by 1,000 years. I don't even know. It's mind-boggling. You definitely need to be a Zimbabwean to understand those figures. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us. May He open our doors. Wallahi, my brothers and sisters, the dirty, smelly sins that we engage in are not worth it. When you